Hey everyone, Joshua Kirk here with you once again, and now it's time for that update video that I do around the beginning of the year, where I tell you guys basically what to expect from me in the current year. For this video, it's going to be what to expect in 2024, which I'm going to start things off by talking about videos I've done so far here on YouTube, which have been my year-end lists of my top 50 songs and my top 50 albums of 2023, which I had a lot of fun working on those and sharing those on YouTube, because I was really impressed with a lot of the music we got last year. So I definitely enjoyed talking about what I thought was the best of what I had heard. To all of you who have watched those videos, given me likes and nice comments, thank you for that. And also, I did episode 3 of my newest podcast, Talkin Music with Joshua Kirk. It was an interview with Scott McMicken from the band Dr. Dog, and that was a really fun interview. Really happy how that turned out, so be sure to check that one out if you haven't. But to those of you who had, thank you for giving me likes and nice comments and what have you. And also, so far, I've done a handful of videos over on my Instagram page. I started doing these like short album reviews on there, and I have these like videos, 2 videos between the lengths of 10 and 15 minutes, where I review 5 albums per video that I happen to have listened to. So that's kind of in a way how I'm doing more of the review related stuff now. I also on my Instagram post brief thoughts on some things, whether it be a single that I heard that I have an opinion on, or maybe an article I read, or a music trend that I have thoughts on, or sometimes a music list. I'll talk about it on my Instagram. So to those of you who already follow me on my Instagram and look at those, thank you for checking those out. And to those of you who don't currently follow me on there, I would definitely highly recommend you go ahead and follow me there along with YouTube. So the next thing I want to talk about is videos I plan to do down the road for 2024 at least, which the main focus obviously is going to be my Talkin Music podcast, where I basically invite a musician to interview, and I talk to them about like their music, their tour, their careers, and just music we really like, so we can kind of nerd out a fair bit. So it's basically a similar format to my Album of the Day podcast, but whereas that show was kind of about albums of theirs that I had reviewed and basically tying the whole show around that. This podcast, we do talk about music they've made, obviously, but it is without that added pressure of talking about that album. I mean, their most recent album, I definitely will still talk to them about it, but it's kind of combined with other things that they've been involved in, and I'm really enjoying doing it so far, and in some ways I might even like it a little more than my Album of the Day podcast. Obviously, I'm very proud of the 3 interviews that I did for that, but yeah, I just like not having any additional pressure, just kind of making it a little more fun, more relaxed, and also, yes, talking about basically the careers of these artists. I started it last fall, and so far I've done interviews with Brian Dunn, Chuck Prophet, and Scott McMicken, who I just mentioned earlier. Yeah, be sure to check out episodes I've done so far, and yeah, that's going to be my main focus, really, videos-wise on YouTube, so that means I don't plan on really doing much in the way of album reviews on YouTube. That's kind of part of why I'm doing the thing on Instagram, where I kind of do brief reviews of albums I listen to. So yeah, I'm still talking about new music that I happen to have heard. The podcast definitely is as fun as it is also kind of time-consuming, doing the research and preparing for that. So therefore, I definitely will need enough time to do that. So it's important I don't put too much on my plate there. And also, obviously, I am going to do lists of things, my year-end list, my top 50 songs, and my top 50 albums, and maybe even another kind of more fun list here and there, and some other video idea that I may have. I could do that as well. But yeah, pretty much in Talkin music podcast mode at this point. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of more about me personally. As of maybe last year, 2023 was a pretty wild year for me. I graduated from a college I have been attending since 2019, and I also got my first proper job doing online work, and that's been going really well so far. It was good for keeping me kind of busy last fall. Definitely one of those years where I've just experienced so many changes that happening at once, and a lot of it definitely was a lot of good change, and I'm really happy with where my life is right now, and I wouldn't be here right now like this if any of this didn't happen. I'm definitely very grateful that it did, but with all that change, I also did experience a fair bit of stress and anxiety, but I do have plenty of management techniques that I am using to help deal with those feelings. And good news is I'm in a better place mental health wise for the most part. So far I've had a pretty good 2024. I mean, I did get sick back in January. That wasn't fun, but other than that, I've been doing really well pretty much, and I'm happy to continue to do videos on YouTube. It's just important that I kind of talk about whatever changes or adjustments or risks that I may take, because it is really important that what I'm doing here on YouTube is authentic and from my heart. And yeah, at the moment, the things I just discussed, that's what I enjoy doing right now, and that's going to be my main focus. And yeah, the last thing I will say is thanks to all of you watching this video, and also thanks to everyone who's given me a lot of love and support for videos I've made over the years, including just recently and back then. To those of you who might have started watching my videos from the beginning, and or at least since 2013, if you've stuck around as I've evolved as a reviewer, thank you for just sticking with me and continuing to give me that support, and obviously thanks to newer viewers who might have only just come across my channel during the pandemic or something like that, or heck, if this video is your first time watching something from my channel, welcome. I'm glad you could become one of my viewers, and just dive deeper into my YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of cool content to discover and watch, whether it be reviews or interviews or just other fun things that I've done over the years. I definitely am glad to still be here doing this, and yeah, and even with some of the changes I've made recently, I really think it is for the better, and it's been important in kind of my ever-growing career. So yeah, I pretty much covered everything. Thank you all for watching and like understanding where I'm coming from with decisions I'm making here and plans I have, and yeah, I'm just continue to be grateful to be doing this here on YouTube and yeah, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook as well if you haven't already. And yeah, I think that's about all I gotta say. This is Joshua Kirk, signing off.